Hello everyone, welcome to the live session of listening class. My name is Dilpreet and I am from IELTS Made Easy. I hope all of you are doing great and practicing a lot for your IELTS exam. Welcome guys to the live session of a listening class. As we all know that we have classes at two different times, one at 12 and one at 9:30 p.m. At 12 we have reading and listening classes. Listening we do on Wednesday and Thursday, and rest we do reading, and at 9:30 we have writing and speaking classes. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday it is speaking, and Thursday, Friday, Saturday it will be writing. In these sessions we provide detailed explanation to each module, vocabulary improvement and doubt clarification. So guys, some of the questions were left from listening, so we're going to cover those questions, means next 20 questions of part 3 and part 4. Alright guys, so if you have any doubt related to listening, you can write in the chat box. Let me just go through the chat box and welcome everyone. A very warm welcome to the IELTS Made Easy world. Hello Bishu, Mandal, Gagan, Gurpreet. Welcome guys, welcome to the live session. Hello Jaspreet, Gurmeet Singh, Gurjeet Kaur, Sayam, Ramendra Chauhan, Jasmeet Kaur. I'm doing great. What about you guys? Hi Sejal, hi Guri. I'm well. What about you? Welcome everyone once again. Hello Nirman, Roop Kaur, Neha, Madan. Welcome guys. Hello Ahana. Sayyad, Guri, Gargi, Barinder Singh, Praveen, Nirman, Sandhu. Welcome guys to the live session. Hi Rajni, hello Khushi, Sandal Singh, Sunny Batra, Randeep Kaur, Sayyad, Renu, Jatin, Surbi, Gagan, Anik. Hi guys, welcome to the live session. Welcome Parveen Kumar. I am doing great Anik, what about you? Okay guys. Hello Simran, Shweta, Jasleen Khera, Guri Chima. Okay. Chetan, you cannot get the previous live sessions. For this you need to hit the like button which is below the video. If you want to view these videos in future, you need to hit the like button which is below the video. Okay, hello Mansoori, Anu, welcome guys. Very good afternoon Anu. Hi Praveen Kumar, Nitesh. Okay, let's get started. Okay Rohit. Welcome guys, let's get started. So for this, in order to get the PDF material, you need to download the application. It is Telegram. Okay, this is the symbol. You can download it from your app store or your Play Store. Okay, likewise you download other applications. The name of the channel is IELTS capital underscore M capital AD small underscore E capital ASY small. You need to search for this name and join the channel. The YouTube channel is also IELTS Made Easy without underscore. Do like this video if you want to view this again. It will be saved under your liked videos. Guys, you cannot view this again if you haven't liked the video. Okay, share with your friends also so that they can get the benefit of these live classes. Thank you Sanil, and same to you. Happy Diwali to you also. Okay Renu Sharma, and 5.5 in writing, 6.5 in listening or reading? Okay. Speed of it is normal Khushi Arora, the speed is normal. Khushi, you have to practice the Cambridge one, and that is the same authentic one. Okay, the speed is same. So practice the Cambridge listenings, okay? Okay guys, so as we all know that listening score table is same for general and academic. Just go through this table and set your aim. Okay, Same to you, Jaspreet Singh. Okay, let's get started with today's session. So first is about part 3. Okay, so let's get started. Questions are from 21 until 30. First of all, we have to answer the questions 21 until 26. Let's see what are the types of questions. Complete the admission tutor's notes below. Okay, you have to complete them. So it is kind of a note completion. Write no more than 3 words. 3 words से ज़्यादा नहीं लिखने. So read the instructions carefully before attempting. हमेशा instructions read करो. Okay. Gagan, I'll also tell at the end. It is IELTS capital underscore. I'm writing here. It is IELTS capital underscore M capital ADE small underscore E capital ASY. This is the Telegram channel. Alright. Anmolpreet Singh, I have already told you that it is played at normal speed. Okay. Reading is tomorrow. MA राशिद, कल है रीडिंग की क्लास, आज लिसनिंग ही होगी. Okay, let's get started. 3 words. So read the instructions carefully. It's about admission tutor's notes. Let's see. Student's name is Robert Johnson and subject to study. उसने कौन सा subject? So you have to listen for what? Subject to study. Why this subject उसने क्यों choose किया? Because he always interested father's field at school. Okay, he is always interested. Good at mathematics. वो mathematics में भी अच्छा है और किसी और subject में भी वो अच्छा है. So you have to listen for that subject. Gap year, worked and travelled in Australia and New Zealand. Jobs during gap year में उसने कौन कौन से काम करे? एक उन्होंने already लिखा हुआ है pub work. ठीक है, so you have to listen for 2 other works. You have to listen for 2 other work which he did. So these are the hint. एक और उन्होंने लिखा हुआ है building site. So those 2 will be your answers. Okay. Why Wesley University departments? उसने क्यों चूज करा है वेस्ले यूनिवर्सिटी डिपार्टमेंट? रीजन आपको सुनना है. वाई, देन रीजन यू हैव टू लिसन केयरफुली एंड राइट डाउन द आंसर. व्हाट इज द रीजन? ग्रेजुएट्स फ्रॉम वेस्ले गेट जॉब इन इंडस्ट्री क्विकली नियर स्नोडोनिया फॉर डैश. किसके लिए उन्हें जॉब मिलती है? फॉर व्हाट? यू हैव टू लिसन. लाइक जैसे कि फुटबॉल वेस्ली हैज लॉट्स ऑफ teams. So you have to listen carefully from 21 until 26 and write the answers in the chat box. I am going to play the audio for a check. So let me know if it is audible, write yes. If it is not audible, write no.
You'll hear an admissions tutor at a university interviewing a
Yes, is it audible? Please write yes and no. Sayed, I have already shared that on the Telegram channel. Please check it. Manpreet Kaur will follow this session tomorrow. Hello Prabkirat Singh, thank you so much for watching from Canada. Okay, it's audible. Let's get started then. Now request each one of you to stop writing your personal messages and write your answers in a notebook, and then you are supposed to write in the chat box. Okay, now here I am going to play the audio, okay, from 21 until 26. Listen carefully and write the answers. Alright guys.
Prospective student. First you have some time to look at questions 21 to 26.
Guys, read the questions again and listen carefully.
Now listen carefully and answer questions 21 to 26.
Hello there, it's Robert Johnson, isn't it? Yes, that's right. First of all, thanks for coming to this interview and thanks for applying to the engineering department of Wesley University. This is a fairly informal interview where I just get to know you and find out what kind of person you are. There won't be any technical questions as we've got all your educational background from your application form.
Oh, that's good.
Now, I know you've applied to us to study civil engineering, so can you tell me why you chose this field?
It's a mixture of reasons, really. First of all, I've always been fascinated by building things. Whenever the family was on a holiday, I would always be interested in the local bridge and all that. My father is a civil engineer too, so he'd always be able to explain things. And it was he, I suppose, who really fostered my interest. I'm lucky as well, because my best subjects at school were maths and physics, which are the ones that are particularly used for engineering.
So you'll be keeping it in the family then?
Yes, my brother wants to do the same thing as well, so you'll probably get an application from him in another 2 years.
Great. Now then, I noticed from your application form that you took a year off between school and university. What did you do during this year?
Well, I'd like to say I got plenty of work experience, but what I did was travel. I went to Australia for the year and spent the time travelling and working all around the country. At the end, I went to New Zealand and travelled around there for a couple of months.
What kind of work did you do out there?
It was fairly menial stuff. I delivered furniture, worked in a pub, worked in a hotel, and worked on a building site for a couple of months too.
Working on a building site must have been good experience for engineering.
I suppose so. I mean, it was interesting to see the brass tack side of things. And a good engineer has to get his hands dirty, my father says.
He's absolutely right as well. Now, why did you choose Wesley University to study civil engineering?
Well, first of all, I know that the department has a very good reputation in this field. And before applying, I checked out the stats and saw the percentage of graduates going straight into industry was very good.
Yes, we're very proud of that.
I'm also very interested in mountaineering, and your campus here in the Midlands is within reasonable distance of Snowdonia, so I'll be able to go hiking at weekends when work allows.
That's good. It's very important for students to have interests outside of their studies. It helps deal with the stress.
I also play a lot of football, and the university runs quite a few teams in the local leagues, so I'd like to get into that.
You now have some time to look at questions.
Yes, guys. So these were quite easy. It was not hometown. Yes. Very good. I can see most of the students are actually writing the right answers. And now I am going to write the answers on the screen so you guys can tally them. Yes, first was obviously subjects to study was civil engineering. And you can write your answers in block letters. There is no harm in that, okay? You can write your answers in block letters. So it is engineering. Write the correct spellings. Engineering, okay? Obviously, engineering जो करता है उसे mathematics में strong होना चाहिए and physics. Only that person can do engineering. Okay, so that was physics. He's good at mathematics during school time and physics. And his father is also interested. He was quite interested because his father is already a civil engineer. Okay, and what work he did during his gap year? He delivered furniture. Okay, delivered spellings. Delivered furniture. Okay, so check your spellings. And then it is hotel work. Pub work करा था उसने, एक hotel में भी काम करा था, and site building, right? Building site. Okay, why he chose Wesley University department? Because it has a very good reputation. So the answer is good reputation. Because of the reputation, he chose that university. Reputation. So write the correct spellings. Spellings are very important in listening as well as in reading. I mean all the three modules. Okay, graduates from Wesley get jobs in industry quickly near Snowdonia. For किसके लिए मिलते हैं उन्हें jobs? अब देखो Snowdonia से हमें clear हो जाता है कि it's related to some snow. So किसके लिए वो होगा? For hiking. For hiking, जैसे कि football, Wesley has lots of teams. So these are the correct answers. 23rd तो पता ही नहीं चला. Okay. सूर भी ऐसा ही होता है डियर, ऐसा ही होता है. The speed is like this only. You have to pay your concentration. Use your earphones while doing listening. नहीं, फर्नीचर वर्क नहीं, फर्नीचर डिलीवरी कैन बी द राइट आंसर. अगर आपने यहाँ पे फर्नीचर डिलीवरी लिखा है, दैट कैन बी द राइट आंसर. उसने बोला था टू डिलीवर द फर्नीचर. डिलीवरी वो वर्ड उसने यूज करा था ना, दैट इज व्हाई वी हैव टू राइट द सेम. Yes, you can write very good reputation also. That is also right. 4 out of 6. Okay. Yes. No, it wasn't. Has a very good reputation, but it will be 4 words, so it's better to go with good reputation. Yes, any doubt, guys? Okay. Just Karan Pal Singh, you can contact on the above number. You can WhatsApp on that number. Only hotel. No, what hotel में क्या करा, काम करा. So you have to write hotel work. जैसे उन्होंने यहाँ पे लिखा ना, अगर वहाँ पे लिख देते pub, jobs during pub, क्या करा, pub work, कुछ काम वहाँ पे करा. ठीक है, hotel work. Okay. Hiking weekend नहीं था, it was just hiking. Hiking likes football. ठीक है, industry they get jobs for hiking. Only furniture is not the right answer. Hiking up weekend is also not the answer. It is only hiking. Yes, if you have any doubt, then you can write in the chat box. Okay, should I play the audio again? Okay, I'll be playing for the last 3 जो jobs वाला है, क्योंकि यहीं से problem आ रही है students को mostly from 23. I'm gonna repeat this. John, I speak English only if you can listen. I use Hindi quite often. Sorry, quite often I use English, not Hindi. And there are some students who do not understand completely English also. I have to use those. But I usually use English only because it's IELTS examination. Weekend नहीं बोला था सुरभि. They didn't spoke about weekend. They told about hiking. Okay, I'm going to play the audio.
It was fairly menial stuff. I delivered furniture, worked in a pub, worked
I delivered a furniture. देखो उन्होंने बोला I delivered a furniture. फिर से सुना देती हूँ आपको.
This is a fairly informal interview where I just get to know you and find out what kind of person you are. There won't be any technical questions as we've got all your educational background from your application form.
Oh, that's good.
Now, I know you've applied to us to study civil engineering, so can you tell me why you...
देखो उन्होंने clearly बोला civil engineering. You applied for civil engineering, so the answer is civil engineering.
chose this field?
It's a mixture of reasons, really. First of all,
उन्होंने बोला why did you chose this field? So why this subject वो समझा रहा है, अब ध्यान से सुनो.
I've always been fascinated by building things. Whenever the family was on the holiday, I would always be interested in the local bridge and all that. My father is a civil engineer too, so he'd always be able to explain things. And it was he, I suppose, who really fostered my interest. I'm lucky as well, because my best subjects at school were maths and physics, which are the ones...
His best subjects was maths and physics. He's lucky because उसके best subjects थे maths and physics. तो mathematics लिखा हुआ है, तो next subject कौन सा होगा? Physics.
that are particularly used for engineering.
So you'll be keeping it in the family then?
Yes, my brother wants to do the same thing as well, so you'll probably get an application from him
Family का ही करेंगे और brother भी उसका यही कर रहा है.
in 2 years.
Great. Now then, I noticed from your application form that you took a year off between school and
ठीक है, उसने एक year gap लिया था.
university. What did you do during this year?
Well, I'd like to say I got plenty of work experience, but what I did was travel. I went to Australia for the year and spent the time travelling and working all around the country. At the end, I went to New Zealand and travelled around there for a couple of months.
What kind of work did you do out there?
Now listen carefully. They are saying what kind of work he did.
It's fairly menial stuff. I delivered furniture, worked in a pub,
Okay, he's saying I delivered a furniture, worked in a pub. ठीक है, delivered furniture, right answer. Work in a pub, okay.
worked in a hotel, and
Work in a hotel, ठीक है. तो जैसे उसने pub work लिखा है, वैसे ही हम hotel work लिखेंगे.
on a building site for a couple of months too.
Building site.
Working on a building site must have been a good experience for engineering.
I suppose so. I mean, it was interesting to see the brass tacks side of things. And a good engineer has to get his hands dirty, my father says.
He's absolutely right as well. Now, why did you choose Wesley University to study civil engineering?
Now listen carefully. Why did he choose Wesley University for civil engineering?
Well, first of all, I know that the department has a very good reputation in this field.
It has a very good reputation in this field. अब a very reputation तो लिख नहीं सकते क्योंकि वो 4 words हो जाएंगे. So answer is good reputation. Because of the good reputation, he chose this university.
And before applying, I checked out the stats and saw the percentage of graduates going straight into industry was very good.
ठीक है, उसने पहले स्टैट्स चेक करे, ठीक है, रिव्यूज देखा कि उनके जॉब्स अच्छे मिल रहे हैं. अब क्यों मिल रहे हैं वो सुनना ध्यान से. Now listen carefully.
Yes, we're very proud of that.
I'm also very interested in mountaineering, and your campus here in the Midlands is within reasonable distance of Snowdonia, so I'll be able to go hiking at weekends when work allowed.
See, hiking up the weekends या mountaineering भी आंसर लिख सकते थे. You can write mountaineering also. Means hiking, mountains पे चढ़ना. That is about hiking. So they spoke about hiking like football. Wesley has lots of teams. So I hope it is clear to everyone now.
Good. It's very important for students to have interests outside of their studies. It helps deal with the stress.
I also play a lot of football, and the university runs quite a few teams in the local leagues, so I'd like to get into that.
You now have some time.
I hope it is clear now. If still it is not clear, then you can rewind the video and watch it again. Let's move to the next questions, guys. Questions 27 until 30. Complete Robert's notes. Again, we have to complete those notes only. It is 3 words again, no more than 3 words. Robert Johnson's notes. Okay. Type of course. What is the type of course he is taking? 3 year in industry. ठीक है, उसमें से 3 साल. That is in the industry. Assessment होगी like this. Year 1 there will be 5 exams. Year 2 में you have to listen carefully. Year 3 there is no assessment. And year 4 this is dissertation of something. A dissertation means you are going to find some research. कोई research करोगे, ठीक है, of something. You have to listen for what research they are going to do. 8 final exams, ठीक है. There will be 8 final exams during what, ठीक है, कब होंगे वो final exams. So guys, listen carefully and write your answers in the chat box. Here you go.
To look at questions 27 to 30.
सी गाइस, अभी भी तो वही स्पीड है, अभी भी वही स्पीड से आपको समझाया था, अब आपको समझ आ गया. सो गाइस, कंसंट्रेशन इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. यू नीड टू फोकस. ओके, यू नीड टू फोकस. द सेम स्पीड वाज देयर. अभी आपको समझ आ गया, पहले नहीं आया था. द रीजन बीइंग यू वर नॉट कंसंट्रेटिंग. ओके, now listen carefully, concentrate and write the answers from 27 until 30.
Now listen to the rest of the interview and answer questions 27 to 30.
Is there anything you'd like to ask me about the course?
Yes, the information in the prospectus wasn't very clear about assessment. How will I be assessed over the 4 years of the course?
Well, as it's a sandwich course, you'll be working in industry for the 3rd year, and there won't be any exams for that year. In the 1st year, you'll have exams at the end of May. You'll probably have 5 papers to sit then. The 2nd year is identical to the 1st year. You have to pass the exams in these years, but they won't actually be part of your degree. In the 4th year, you'll have to write a dissertation of a minimum of 15,000 words, and most people use their time in the 3rd year, when they're working, to use as a basis for their dissertation. So the 3rd year can be spent doing the hard work for the dissertation, leaving the 4th year to polish it and study for your finals.
What will I have to do for the final?
There will be 8 papers in all during June, and these will be based on work done throughout the entire course. It's hard and a stressful time, but students usually cope with it. Anything else?
Yes, I'd like to.
Yes, I cannot see any answers. Write down your answers, guys. Okay. Okay, what about the first one, 27th? I'm writing the answers on the screen. Do check your answers. Type of course, it was a sandwich course of 3 years in industry. Third year mein there will be no assessment. Year 1 there are 5 exams, and year 2 is similar to the first one. It means again 5 exams. ठीक है जी. And then year 3 there is no assessment. Year 4 this is dissertation of 15,000 words. Minimum 15,000 words. Okay. And 8 final exams during June. So these are the answers you can watch on the screen. It was a sandwich course. You can rewind the video. You can rewind the video and watch it again. Please rewind the video and watch it again. You may write your answers at this also, 15,000 words. This is the answer. You can write like this also and this also. This is also correct and that is also correct. No, it wasn't entire course, it was a sandwich course. Okay, I am going to play the audio again for the last time. Listen carefully.
27 to 30.
Is there anything you'd like to ask me about the course?
Yes, the information in the prospectus wasn't very clear about assessment. How will I be assessed over the 4 years of the course?
Well, as it's a sandwich course, you'll be working
उसने बोला as it is a sandwich course.
in industry for the third year, and there won't be any exams for that year. In the first year, you'll have exams at the end of May. You'll probably have 5 papers to sit then. The second year is identical to the first year.
The second
You
year
have to
is
pass the
identical
exam.
to the first, means 5 exams.
In these years, but they won't actually be part of your degree.
No
in the
grading.
fourth year, you'll have to write a dissertation of a minimum of 15,000 words, and most people use their time in the third year, when they're working, to use as a basis for their dissertation. So the third year can be spent doing the hard work for the dissertation, leaving the fourth year to polish it and study for your finals.
What will I have to do for the final?
There will be 8 papers in all during June, and these will be based on work done
8 papers during June. Clearly उन्होंने बोला June. I hope it is clear. No खुशी, उन्होंने 4th June तो बोला ही नहीं है. आप क्या सुन रहे हो? 4th तो बोला नहीं, June बोला था, during the June. Sandwich course is wrong answer. Course उन्होंने already लिखा हुआ, उन्होंने सिर्फ type पूछी है. Course is already written, so you cannot write course with this. It is already written. They are asking only the type. I hope it is clear, and let's move to the next one. Okay, fine. Let's move to the next one. Part number 4. These are questions 31 until 33. First you have to answer the 3 questions, then we'll move forward. Let's read the instructions carefully. Complete the sentences below. Write no more than 3 words. 3 words से ज़्यादा नहीं लिखने हैं. Okay, let's highlight the keywords. The lecture will be useful for any students who are writing. जो lecture होगा useful for any, कोई भी student के लिए जो क्या लिख रहे हैं, who are writing dash. What they are writing, you have to listen for what they are writing. Modernized countries are described by the speaker as now being. Modernized countries speaker describe कर रहा है अब क्या है, now being what. Okay, listen carefully. The size of a sample depends upon. Size जो है sample का किस चीज के ऊपर depend करता है? It depends on the dash required. Okay, so you have to listen on what it depends on. Okay, so I'm going to play the audio. Listen carefully and write the answers for 31 until 33.
Out the entire course. It's hard and a stressful time, but students usually cope with it.
Now listen carefully and answer questions 31 to 40.
First answer 31 to 33, then we'll move forward to the next one.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this auxiliary lecture on research methods. This lecture is not aimed specifically at one particular course, but is a general lecture that will be relevant to any student who must conduct research into a topic for his or her course. For most of you, this will be the research that you need to do in order to write your dissertation and theses. It has been said that first world societies are no longer industrial societies, but information societies. That is, our major problems and tasks no longer mainly centre on the production of goods and services necessary for survival and comfort, but rather require a prompt and accurate flow of information on preferences, needs and behaviour. This is why surveys today are regarded with so much importance. What then is a survey? Today, the word survey is used most often to describe a method of gathering information from a sample of individuals.
Yes. Please write down the answers from 31 until 33, then we'll move forward to next questions. Yes, I can't find answers on the screen. Yes, guys, write your answers. Nobody is writing the answers. Okay, I'm going to write down the answers on the screen then. Finally, some answers are there. The lecture will be useful for any student who are writing dissertation and thesis, जो research और thesis का काम कर रहे हैं. So the answer is, spellings already हमने पहले भी देखे थे. It is DISSERTATIONS, dissertations and thesis. You can write 3 words, okay, and thesis. Modernized countries are described by the speaker now as being, yes, information societies. They are now being information societies. Okay. The size of a sample depends upon the statistical quality required. क्या quality उन्हें चाहिए थी? It is statistical. Okay. Check your spelling. Statistical quality. Alright, guys. Yes, it is information societies. You can rewind the video, guys. If something net problem at your side, then you can rewind the video. 33 was not data, it was statistical quality. Yes. Any doubt in this, you can write in the chat box. Otherwise, we'll move to the next questions. Okay, here I am going to play the audio again so that you can listen it carefully again.
Work done throughout the...
Conduct research into a topic for his or her course. For most of you, this will be the research that you need to do in order to write your dissertation and thesis.
In order to write your dissertation and thesis.
It has been said that first world...
Now listen carefully and answer questions 31 to 40.
Now listen carefully, जिन्हें doubt है.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this auxiliary lecture on research methods. This lecture is not aimed specifically at one particular course, but is a general lecture that will be relevant to any student who must conduct research into a topic for his or her course. For most of you, this will be the research that you need to do in order to write your dissertation and theses. It has been said that first world societies are no longer industrial societies, but information societies.
They are no longer industrial societies, but now they are information societies.
That is, our major problems and tasks no longer mainly centre on the production of goods and services necessary for survival and comfort, but rather require a prompt and accurate flow of information on preferences, needs and behaviour. This is why surveys today are regarded with so much importance. What then is a survey? Today, the word survey is used most often to describe a method of gathering information from a sample of individuals. This way, the results can be projected from the sample to the larger population. An important consideration to take at the start is to decide how large a survey to perform. The sample size required for a survey partly depends on the statistical quality needed and the size of the total population of the area.
It depends on the statistical quality needed and the size of the population. Okay? So this is the answer.
In question.
Yes. Any questions now? I hope it is clear now. Let's move to the next questions. 34 until 40. Complete the notes below. It is note completion. Let's read out the questions quickly and write down the answers. No more than 3 words. Okay. Types of survey. So there are 4 types of survey. It is mail, telephone, in-person and street interview. There are some advantages and disadvantages to this. Right? What are the advantages? Good for particular groups. तो यो बताएंगे, they will be telling you about the advantage, so listen carefully. Disadvantage is not good for the decent response rate. Okay? And what is the advantage for telephone? It is already given. You have to listen for the disadvantage. Okay? And then again, in-person advantage is given. You have to listen for disadvantages that can mean lots of dash. Street interview advantages and not disadvantages, not specific scientific sampling. Okay? Let's read the next 3 questions as well. Survey content. Question can ask about opinions. They can ask questions about opinions, attitudes, factual characteristics or behavior questions. They can be open-ended or what? और क्या होंगे? Questions can be from 5 minutes long to 1 hour. 5 मिनट से लेके 1 घंटे के भी हो सकते हैं. And plus a survey can be there. कोई survey हो सकता है. You have to listen for that, in which interviews can be questioned on 2 or more occasions. Okay. And then it is ethics. Results may not be used commercially. Individuals should not be mentioned. And ये ethics हैं उनके कि वो commercially use नहीं करेंगे results को और वो individually mention नहीं करेंगे individuals को, लोगों को. Results should be in dash. Result कैसे होगा? जैसे कि statistical tables और chart. You have to listen that results should be in dash. Are you guys ready now? So I'm going to play the audio and listen the answers.
Even so, there is no simple rule for sample size that can be used for all surveys. Analysts, though, often find that a moderate sample size is sufficient statistically and operationally. A properly selected sample of only 1,000 individuals can reflect various characteristics of the total population, but it is not always needed to sample the entire population for your needs. I'd like now to look at some of the types of survey available to us, and the focus here will be on methods for surveying individuals and companies. Mail, telephone interview, and in-person interview surveys are the most common ways for doing this. The latter can be in offices, homes or on the street. Mail surveys can be relatively low in cost. A decent response rate, though, is the major problem. Mail surveys can be most effective when directed at particular groups, such as subscribers to a specialised magazine or members of a professional association. Telephone interviews are an efficient method of collecting some types of data and are being used increasingly. They lend themselves particularly well to situations where timeliness is a factor and the length of the survey is limited. For students such as you, though, cost will be an issue. In-person interviews in a respondent's home or office are good when complex information is to be collected. It could involve a great deal of travelling around, though. Street interviews could also be useful as they are easy, but the sampling is not very scientific. We also need to look at the content of our surveys. Surveys can focus on opinions and attitudes, or on factual characteristics or behaviour. Many surveys combine types of question. Questions may be open-ended, such as, "Why do you feel that way?" or closed, such as, "Do you approve or disapprove?" The questionnaire may be very brief, a few questions taking 5 minutes or fewer, or it can be quite long, requiring an hour or more of the respondent's time. Also, because changes in attitudes or behaviour cannot be reliably ascertained from a single interview, some surveys employ a panel design, in which the same respondents are interviewed on 2 or more occasions. There are also certain ethics to be looked at in conducting surveys. Some of you will see that the information that you will compile is of value to companies operating in that particular sector. Therefore, you must always bear in mind a few guidelines. Surveys should be carried out solely to develop statistical information about a subject. They should not be designed to produce predetermined results or as a ruse for marketing and similar activities. The industry standard for all reputable survey organisations is that individual respondents should never be identified in reporting survey findings. All of the survey's results should be presented in completely anonymous summaries, such as statistical tables and charts.
Alright guys, I'm going to write down the answers in the chat, on the screen, so you can verify your answers. Advantages, it is low in cost या cheap भी कह सकते हो. Cheap is also the answer, or you can write low in cost. Both the answers are correct. It is not good for decent response rate. And the telephone one, disadvantages because of the cost. इसकी cost ज़्यादा है या आप इसे expensive भी कह सकते हो. Both the answers are correct. And in person it can means lots of traveling. Traveling ज़्यादा होती है जिसकी वजह से both the answers of traveling are right. With one N also and with double L also. Both the answers will be right. And straight interview, it is easy. Okay, so these are the answers. So you can check your answers. It is not Komal Kumar, it is not completely phenomenon. It is completely anonymous. Anonymous summaries was the answer. Completely anonymous summaries. Anonymous का मतलब होता है जिसका नाम नहीं पता होता. We do not know about that anything. Okay. Let's move to the next ones. It is open ended or closed. ठीक है, closed answer था इसका. ये था questions can be 5 minutes long or to 1 hour survey can be panel design. Okay. And ethics मतलब होते हैं सिद्धांत जिसे हम बोलते हैं, rules कह देते हैं. Okay. Results must not be used commercially. Individuals should not be mentioned. Results should be in anonymous. Completely भी लिख सकते हो और you can write anonymous summaries also. It is ANONYMOUS. Anonymous. Okay. Summaries. So these are the correct answers. You can verify with your answers. Alright guys, it is anonymous summaries. नहीं sir, you cannot write only summary. You have to write be in anonymous summaries because उन्होंने एक adjective use करा है, so you have to use that word. Cost issue नहीं, the cost, or you can write the expensive. It is expensive. Yes, write down your scores from 40 guys. Or you 20 आज का score और कल का score मिला के write your score. Let's see how many band scores you have achieved. Close ended नहीं, closed. Answer is only closed. You cannot write according to you. You have to write according to the listening. जो वो बोल रहे हैं वही लिखोगे आप. 15 on 15, okay. 11, okay. 30, okay. 31, okay. 34, that's good. Surbi 33, okay, great. Yes guys, write down your scores now. Okay. 35, that's great. 8 band, Milandeep Singh. Very good. 7.4, 34 जिसके हैं. 20 only. Practice guys. Vipin, you have to practice. Still you got 7. 17. Improve your scores, guys. Concentrate. $30. Okay, guys. 10. Prabha, you can contact on the number which is visible on the screen. 31. Okay. 16 on 20. Okay. You can rewind the video, Barkat, and watch it again. 35. Very good, Vasant. 8 bands. 34. 7.5. 35. Sangeeta. 8 bands. That's great. 26. Bishu, you need to practice a lot. 20. Okay, 50%. Practice, Karthik. Practice is only the key. Concentration. 8 on 20. Parmar, you need to practice a lot. 31. Okay. Gurmeet Singh. Practice, guys. Practice. It's 7.5. If it is your desired band score, then it's okay. Otherwise, you can practice more. 39. That's great, Prabha Devi. 8.5 bands. No, 9 bands. That's great. Bhavna, you need to practice a lot. Okay, guys, if you have any doubt, you can write in the chat box. Otherwise, this is the end of today's session. Tomorrow we'll be doing reading. If you want to boost your scores, you can watch these master classes on listening, reading and writing by Sonam ma'am. And I'll be sharing this on the Telegram channel. You can click on this link and watch them today. Okay, guys, do watch them because they are very helpful to boost your scores. Alright, to get the free study material, you can join us on Telegram channel. The name of the Telegram channel is IELTS capital underscore M capital AD small underscore E capital ASY small. Okay. Yes, explore while reading. Cambridge books are sufficient. You have Cambridge books. They are available from 1 until 15. There are total 15 books. And every book is consisting of 4 exams. So you can multiply 15 into 4. So there are lots of material available. You can practice. Otherwise, you have also material on our Telegram channel, IELTS Made Easy. Right? We'll be doing reading tomorrow. YouTube sync. Okay, guys. To get paid online classes, you can contact on the number which is visible on the screen. This is the number. Okay, you can WhatsApp on this. We provide individual focus, writing and speaking evaluations and assured results. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining today's session. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be doing reading. Okay, so prepare yourself. कल हम reading करेंगे. Till then, keep practicing. Stay safe. Bye bye. Take care. God bless you all. Thank you so much for